All right, what's going on today, YouTube? Welcome back to your favorite cyclist YouTube channel. This week, we're talking about red light therapy. But before we get into today's video, if you are new to my channel, make sure you head down below, hit that subscribe button for me. If you already are subscribed, make sure you hit that bell icon right next to that. That way you get notified every time I upload. That way you don't miss any of this awesome cycling content on this channel. So like I said, we're talking about something a little bit different today, not necessarily cycling related, but kind of recovery related, and that's red light therapy. I've noticed red light therapy is kind of the new hip and hot thing that you see. One of those things that I've always personally thought was kind of out there a little bit, but I've had the chance to actually test some. I had a company send me out a red light belt to test out so I can share some kind of stuff with you. So, red light therapy, pretty much what it does, I'll tell you, got it right here, I'll tell you exactly what it does. It stimulates mitochondria and cells, boosting energy production, promoting healing, reducing inflammation, improving circulation, and aiding in skin rejuvenation by boosting collagens and cell growth. So, I think the most common thing people see red light therapy used as is with those kind of face masks. You know, I think we've all kind of seen one of those, and I've actually had a chance to test one of those out too in the past. And pretty much goes on your face, you strap it on the back, and it has red light that pretty much hits your whole entire face. It's very interesting, and it makes you look kind of creepy too, but whatever, that's besides the point. And it's supposed to help your skin feel better and heal better and that kind of stuff. I'll be honest, before I tested that out, I kind of felt like it was like voodoo, kind of magic kind of stuff, witchcraft, you know, that how is red light going to help me with anything? You know, just shining a red light on your face. So while I use that, I kind of noticed it did seem to help a little. I kind of noticed a few little benefits. Now, obviously, the face mask one, it just does your face. And, well, you know, half my face is covered by a beard. It doesn't do that much, I felt like. I felt like I might have been missing out on some of the benefits just because half my face is covered. So when Link reached out to me and wanted to send me out one of their red light belts, I kind of said, yeah, let me give one of those a shot. Let me see if that's kind of more in kind of the game of what I would use and what people, you know, who are into cycling would use versus the face mask. So they sent me out their Link. So this is their infrared light and red light therapy belt here. This one with the near infrared light here it does a little bit differently. It goes deeper in than just the red light does. So with the red light, it kind of works on the skin surface. What that infrared light does is it penetrates deeper for tissue repair and pain relief and kind of goes together to help your sore muscles and joints and everything like that. And that's what they recommend this for, was for anything inflammation related, as chronic injuries, circulation, muscle recovery, wound healing, skin repair, cartilage damage, arthritis, joint stiffness, and post-surgical recovery. So it's kind of like, that kind of goes with what I think, you know, cyclists, people who work out, kind of might be more into. So I had them send this out to me, and I've been testing this thing out for the past 2 weeks now, just seeing kind of what it felt like, if I noticed any kind of big differences with it. So comes this nice little case here, has kind of everything you need in here. So you get this guy. This is pretty much your main light source. This is essentially what you're getting here. This guy right here pretty much has a red light that comes out the bottom here. You can just turn it on around to the top. There it goes. Turn that guy on, turn that guy on, and there's our red light right there. And it does have multiple settings for high, low, medium, different lengths of time you can set this on, which is kind of nice because you can set it on for the recommended time. They come with a full chart that recommends what you put it on for, what you're trying to get, what kind of dose you're looking to do, and it recommends kind of what you should be doing with it, which is kind of nice to have because for someone like me, I have no idea what I'm doing with this thing. So it's kind of cool that it gives you kind of what kind of dose level you should be looking for, how long to use it for, what you should do if you're looking for deep tissue, regular tissue, joint recovery, all that kind of stuff on this little chart here. Kind of cool it comes with that. So you pretty much get this little box here that has the lights on here. Let me turn this guy off. There we go. And then to go with that, you pretty much have an assortment of straps in here. So your straps, you pretty much have multiple different straps that you can kind of adjust the length of this to whatever you need it to be, which is kind of cool. So you can make this like it is right now. This is pretty much going to be good for maybe like your back. Maybe you wrap it around your leg a couple times. Something along those lines. You can also shorten this guy up very easily by just doing that. Popping off one of the straps. And then we can just go ahead and we can pop on like this other strap here. Recirc that guy on, and there we go. We have a much shorter strap made for, you know, like your forearm, your shoulder, something along those lines. And these guys just slip right into here. And so it's kind of a neat neat little product here that's kind of made for your joints and your muscles and everything like that. Just goes right like that. You can strap it on wherever you want. Sorry guys, it's a cold day today, so I have my jacket on for sure. So you can kind of go, this guy's actually on backwards. We can just flip this guy over real quick. Like I said, it's super easy. Just like that. If we wanted to do it, if we're having problems with like our forearm here, right on the, right on our muscle there, we can just get this guy, throw our strap right through, and then just tighten it down. You can go right over itself, no problem at all, and it just Velcros right back to itself, just like that. So if you're having wrist pain, you can just strap that guy on just like that. There's even shorter straps if you want to use an even shorter one, but you can put this kind of wherever you need it to be. Turn this guy on, let it run. You don't even have to think about it. You just let it run, and it'll turn itself off after however many minutes. And so whatever kind of pain you're having, you can aim this to kind of whatever you want it to be at. So for me, this was kind of a good method of applying a red light therapy to it. So I guess we'll just kind of get to what all of you have been thinking is, well, does it work? I mean, that's kind of the big thing with this red light therapy. Does it work? Is it something you should kind of invest your money in and try out and that kind of thing? And that's kind of where it gets to a tricky part. As a reviewer and someone who's talking about it, is it's something that if I use, cool, it kind of, I might be able to feel it. It's not something like I use every single day. So their recommendation for treatment was daily treatment for 2 weeks. So that's pretty much what I went off of, was that 2 weeks daily treatment, using it on my shoulder right here. My shoulder's still hurting. Those who don't know, I wrecked racing BMX back in November. It still hurts. Still bugs me every day. It's really annoying. But I tried using it up there just because, hey, I thought, it's a joint pain. Maybe it'll make it feel better. I can't say I felt any difference with my shoulder. That's just kind of what I can say. I don't feel like it fixed that at all. However, there could be something else wrong with my shoulder. So I tried using it just kind of on different muscles. Tried using it on my leg for a shorter period of time. I tried it for a week just kind of on my calf muscle. See if I noticed anything different with it, just on the right calf muscle. See if I felt unbalanced or something along those lines. And it's, if I don't use it, it's not like I'm missing using it, if that makes sense. It's not something I need to use to live, if that kind of makes sense. I have other ways that I can kind of work through the tissue and get deep down in there. I'm not that concerned with, the red light benefits, I guess you could say, kind of the, the skin kind of stuff. I'm not really, realistically, I should kind of care more about that because I still have damage to my shoulder. I still have damage to my elbow here and my leg from crashing, but the red light thing is not really my focus. I think that's where it comes in the most, is coming from skin, is helping your skin and everything like that. It's helping kind of more your skin, the outer portion of what you see. And that's not really what my focus is. The more the NIR, that near infrared light, that's kind of where I felt like I would feel more benefit to it, but I personally didn't. However, you can go on and you can find tons of people that have had huge benefits from red light therapy, and it's made them feel better, and it's done all these great things for them. And it could just be whatever my injuries are, whatever I have going on just isn't quite suited to needing red light therapy for it to recover. So we'll ask AI here. We'll just see kind of what they say about, if there's any test results from this. Because I know personally I've heard of people and I've talked to people and they said, yeah, I use red light and it makes a big difference for me. So for red light, they have test results that show significant improvements in skin rejuvenation and pain and inflammation reduction, with specific results like 30 to 70% wrinkle reduction, faster healing, and increased collagen density, backed by numerous clinical studies. Wow, okay. Let's kind of look at what I'm talking about. So obviously skin stuff, yeah, that's where I've seen a lot of people benefit from is skin, and that could be a thing. I honestly don't notice it that much just because, I'm a dude and I don't really care, but that's kind of my thing. I'm more looking at like the pain, inflammation, that kind of stuff. And people are saying, yeah, that they tested it with arthritis, and there was significant pain reduction for knee osteoarthritis compared to the placebo. Wound healing, it accelerated healings for injuries and ulcers, reducing scarring. and even acne. Demonstrated reductions in acne lesions and inflammation. So it does show that, yeah, it is effective, and it shows certain wavelengths are more effective than others, and that's kind of an interesting thing. It says specific wavelengths that show better results than other ones, and then, yeah, they say consistency is kind of the key. They say that lasting effects, especially for hair and skin, require consistent application, as benefits diminish after stopping. So if it's something you're seeing a benefit from yourself, it's something you want to continue to do. Obviously see a benefit from it. For me personally, like I said, I really haven't seen much of a huge benefit from red light therapy, in my opinion. It's not really something I'm going to add into my routine, but if it's something that really kind of, you look at what studies have been done on it, and if those are problems you're having yourself, red light therapy is a great way just to try. See if something makes a difference. Totally sounds like voodoo magic, but it may work for you and may apply to you in your case. If it does and it's something you want to target specifically, these guys, their Aurora Link red light belt here is kind of the way to go. This is a really nice setup. I have to say that. This is really nice. It bends and flexes around whatever you got to put this on. They even make a wider version if you need it for like your back. You want to get your full back. You can use this for your back. And they have multiple different versions. Honestly, they're not ridiculously expensive, and it's kind of one of those things. Like I said, if you're having problems and you want to see if it's going to help you, it's not that huge an investment to put into to just try. You know, there's certain wavelengths to look for. It's kind of all about doing your research, figuring out what you want to get, what's a good one. I would personally say this Aurora Link is it's personally one of my favorite ones that I've used. Yeah, this is my third red light device I've used, and this is probably my favorite one. I like just the way it is, the different straps. You can put this thing wherever you want to put it for. Great timer, different levels for the red light. It's an easy just set and forget till it's done kind of deal. And that makes a huge difference for me. So if you guys are interested in checking out the Aurora Link for yourself and try some red light therapy, there's going to be a link in the description down below. Check it out. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys enjoyed the video, or maybe you learned something about red light therapy or even what it was, give this video a big thumbs up. Appreciate the support. Any comments or questions, let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know, do you use red light therapy? What do you think of it? And of course, we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching today.